This
uniformed
is where
access.
those Kelley boys brought Angel. This is a bad place.
Now, keep your chin up. We'll find him. There's a camera network that might have caught where they took him. I've gone over the captured footage. I was able to follow Mr. Lopez down to the cellar, but then I ran out of cameras. Not a problem you often have in London.
What are we waiting for?
Alright, so I guess we are going to the basement. Nice.
My oh my, deadbolt trumps technology. The door is sealed, but this rubbish chute might do. It either leads to the cellar or your grisly death. Or both, I suppose.
Ah, that's just great.
Okay, down the rubbish chute I guess we go. Let's see how that ends. Oh, ouch! Jesus, okay. Oh, wow. Okay, dead bodies. Well, obviously, that's what they're throwing down the chute. Classic bad guys, I guess. Okay, it's about to go down. Bye-bye. Oh, wow. Okay.
All right, then. Come on out. I'm not gonna cut you. Thanks for the distraction. Gave me the second I needed to take care of this filth.
You okay? I fell down the chute, lucky for you. I think he was going to cut you up.
He was. I'm fine. I just need a second to catch my breath and find my files.
Wait, you're Caitlin Lau. You're police inspector, yes? We found your video logs. You went after Mary Kelley on your own. I'm impressed.
It wasn't always on my own. Who the hell are... You're dead sick, aren't you? You tracked me to the slaughterhouse.
Not really. We were tracking somebody from the APC that led us here. This is where all the missing people went. I can't wait to find who's behind this.
Then I'm sorry. I don't think there's much hope for finding him alive. The Kelleys have got a sick little operation going. A kind of human organ black market. I've been investigating them for months. And they got my fucking files. God, I feel like shit.
You look like dog shit. If someone sneezes on you, you die. I call for help. I'll find Angel. You know what? I find your files. Okay?
Everything I've gathered on Mary Kelley. Almost enough to take her down.
Excellent. For a police officer, you're not bad. I think we can work together on this Mary Kelley thing.
Nice.
All right, an operative is on their way to escort Inspector Lau. So, let's find Angel and Inspector Lau's files.
It's somewhere in here. How do we find it, though? Okay. Let's take
There's
this
no
guy
doubt
out.
about it. This whole operation is meant to harvest organs. Clan Kelley's chopping off the parts they want and burning the leftovers.
But none of these people volunteered, did they? Mary Kelley is evil, bitch.
Okay. Obviously they did
Wow,
not
these
volunteer.
bodies are all pretty fucked up, man. I don't think I can tell who's who. Bagley, do you have an idea?
Take a picture and I can run key details past various databases.
Alright, and now we know how to do that. Oh man, took me quite a while to figure out in the previous stream.
Negative.
Fuck. This looks like a large-scale operation. Mary Kelley's processing God knows how many more people. We need to shut this whole thing down.
And there he is.
Unfortunately, I must confirm that this is indeed Angel Lopez.
Shit. Angel. He knew the risks. I did too, but... Never thought DedSec would get caught up in this. Mary Kelley is preying on London's most vulnerable. She's a fucking monster. Taking her out needs to be a DedSec priority.
Now we need to find Caitlin Lau's case files on Mary Kelley and see if my conjecture may be correct. Could Mary Kelley be in Zero Day?
Well, obviously she's gonna be. Whoever has profited by the situation is probably part of Zero Day. Ooh, 2 guys, huh? And we need to break them up. Do we have any electronics? Fortunately not. Alright, let's take one out with a spiderbot. And the other one with our weapons. There you go. I make a nice team with my little spider.
Well done, you got the files. The inspector will be impressed. Now get out of here before someone decides to turn you into minced meat. Chop chop.
No kidding.
Minced meat, chop chop. Nice, okay. What do we do now?
Caitlin Lau here. I wanted to thank you. I'd be nothing but an anatomy lesson by now. Or a pile of ashes.
You'll be happy to know that Inspector Lau has been escorted to a nearby refuge and is getting her wounds treated.
I'll be fine. Still a little flighty from whatever they gave me. And frankly, a little stunned that we've joined forces.
If you told me last week we'd be working with the feds, I would have laughed. But Mary Kelley's got to be stopped. That's bigger than anything.
Exactly. You have an organization, I have information, and some backing from powerful people. Pool our resources, and we might just take her down. Mary Kelley's no petty criminal.
Bagley, call in everyone. We need to look at these files and figure a plan of attack.
I'll sync with Inspector Lau and prepare a briefing. Mary Kelley heads up the most powerful crime family in London, Clan Kelley, which should at least be easy to remember.
Under her old man, they were a bit player. Then he died, and her rivals started disappearing. Her enemies, her friends, her family. They call her Bloody Mary for a reason.
Early on, Mary abandoned cash in favor of cryptocurrency and brought the Kelley's criminal business online.
It makes weapons smuggling, drug running, money laundering all a lot easier without a cash trail. The woman single-handedly modernized organized crime in London. She considers herself to be untouchable. Case in point, from my files you retrieved. Darla Covington, 19. Sasha Haddad, 28. Radek Stokovich, 24. All disappeared.
It's difficult to find good help these days, isn't it, love? Most people, they ain't driven. Not like you. Because they feel worthless, don't they? The way that the world is, how it uses people. It's horrible. It's nice that you have a purpose. Oh, that'll be me, love.
We aren't finished here.
This was a courtesy.
Oh, I like her.
Oh, give my regards to their families. It's horrible losing someone you love. Nice meeting you, Caitlin.
Very nice threat there. Like saying, I know your name. I'm gonna come after you.
As you can see, she'll never respond to interrogation. But there is one place she feels comfortable talking. The Sandstone residence.
Inspector Lau thinks a police bug in the Kelley's headquarters may have the evidence she needs to finally convict Bloody Mary.
Sandstone is their center of operations. I know the data on that bug will take her down. Get it for me, and I swear I'll put her away forever.
Pushing the coordinates to your optics.
Sabine here, Inspector Lau. I'm curious how you think you can bring Mary Kelley to justice now, with no backing. Even before Albion took over policing, you couldn't lock her up. And she goes on treating humans like cattle.
I had to work within the system. Yes, it was corrupt. I knew it. I just didn't know how bad it was. I thought a strong enough case couldn't be buried.
Ha! Why do you think all the good movies are about cops who break rules? Because it's bad guys who make the rules. So why would this time be different?
Because I'm taking it to a contact in the Attorney General's office, an honest solicitor with a hard-on for organized crime, specifically for Mary Kelley. Look, our methods may differ, but I want to help those people as much as you do.
All right. But however this goes down, there's no way we're letting Mary slip the net again. That's not how DedSec does things. Let's get to Sandstone.
Alright, so we need to go up there.
Security here is state-of-the-art. Quite impenetrable. Unless, of course, you flew a drone through the window one of Mary's mouth breathers left open.
Fly a drone, you say? Okay, say no more. Let's actually try and get in with this thing.
The recording device is in her security room.
Getting there should be a simple matter of navigating the vents.
What the fuck?
She's using these people as house servants, against their will.
Horrible in itself, but a million times worse knowing they end up as unwilling organ donors.
Finally, for a minute there I thought we couldn't get in.
Let's see what kind of recording we've got on her.
Alright, another light puzzle. Oh man. Oh, it's going outside the room.
This is what comes of old crooked money. The Kelley family has been profiting from people's misery for a long time. She's got this shit all over the manor.
So you've been in there before? Is that how you ended up in the basement of the Southwark incinerator?
We needed something incriminating, so we decided someone had to get in here and plant a bug. I wasn't going to assign someone else to do that. You saw how Mary uses the people she grabs out of the EPC, and the staff's uniform's not hard to mimic, so I went in. What I didn't know was that she had intel on our investigation, my team. I thought going off book would stop the leaks, but she still knew we were coming. She tortured me for the names of my team, tried to break me, but cops don't give up cops. Turned out she already knew the whole unit and put hits out on them. The woman is a mind fucker.
Could be worse. You could have one of those little bomb chips in you. Ugh. I would make them kill me first. And I think you would too.
That's how I ended up on that butcher's table. So many reasons to want to rid the world of her, but it wouldn't be enough to just put one in her brain. My mates died trying to bring her to justice. I have to honor that.
There you go. Nice.
Look at the state of you. Look what you've done to yourself after everything I've done for you.
You made me a slave. All of us. Please, let me go. Take this thing out.
Back to your old life. Back to nothing. Back to you 2.5 screaming blighters in your dead-end job and sucking off the dole. You don't want that, love. This microchip is scary, I know, but I got to keep tracks on my merchandise, don't I? And this kitchen knife, that won't do it, love. Cutting yourself affects my bottom line.
I can't live like this anymore.
Oh, she's dead.
You're all right there. It's all right, sweetheart, because I have another use for you.
Yeah, she gone.
Ooh, paying attention, are we? Good. Be sure and spread the word. You know where this one goes. Get these two and all the others over to the venue and ready for the sale.
Right away, ma'am. Also, the foreign investors have already landed and the drones are programmed, ready to deliver the invitations and the coordinates to all the guests.
Is that initiative I'm smelling, Peter?
Uh-oh.
Initiative can be a dangerous thing. Can be misinterpreted.
Wow, is she cold-hearted or what? Jesus. She has been,
Insane. How did Mary get her hands on this kind of tech? It takes a sick mind to come up with killer microchips.
Perhaps a disease mind, but definitely an ingenious one. Perfect psych profile for a group like Zero Day, wouldn't you say?
Her affiliations aren't my priority, Bagley. She's keeping these people enslaved. And it sounds as if she's selling them. This is huge.
That's what microchip is for. If they step out of line, she zaps them and sells their organs. Oof, evil woman.
DedSec, we'll have to crash that slave auction. Get all the information we can out of there. The location will be on the invitations. She hasn't sent out the invitation yet, but when she does...
Bagley, monitor the drone networks. Give us a heads up when Mary sends out her fleet. Until then, I reckon we're in a holding pattern.
I'll get in touch if I hear about anything else that might interest you. Cheers, DedSec.
I think I'm getting good at this DedSec stuff.
You wouldn't have been recruited if DedSec thought you'd be killed that easily.
Okay, good. Thanks, I think.
Yeah, he does this sometimes. Best to try and ignore it. Good work.
Since we're waiting for our cordial invitation to Mary Kelley's tasteless theme party, we can finally get back to what really matters, solving the mystery of Zero Day. Who are they, and why did they frame DedSec for the bombings?
Bagley, what do we have?
Glad you asked. Today, the great AI detective has 2 leads for his dog's body politic. Obviously, Albion needs looking into, but I also have a more unusual thread for you to pull on. There's a new hacktivist group on the dark web scene called the 404. But instead of being in it for the lulz, this lot seems to be in it for the brutal reshaping of society by any means necessary. Sound like anyone you know?
Then I have choices.
I've marked both on your optic.
I hate putting Mary Kelley on the back burner while she continues to destroy lives with those microchips, but for now, we've no choice.
Then perhaps it's time to have a closer look at the elephant in the room. Nigel Cass, billionaire warmonger and current CEO of our local horde of thugs, Albion PMC.
Cass certainly profited most from the bombings. We can inspire London to resist from now till forever, but it still won't break Albion's grip on the city. Not with Cass at the top.
We're going to confront the CEO of a private military company in charge of securing London? That sounds dangerous. I hope you've got more of a plan than knocking on his front door.
Bagley's come across a possible gap in Cass's armor. An ex-insider, ex-friend with an axe to grind. He'd be an asset if we can find and convince him to work with us. Come to the safe house. We'll talk it through.
Right, let's talk about Albion PMC, the only British organisation to successfully oppress more of the developing world than the British government. Led by Nigel Cass, a man the partisan media calls a charismatic visionary, and Amnesty International calls a war criminal. Albion was given the key to the city to re-establish order following the bombings.
Bit suspicious timing-wise, if you ask me.
It is. So that's 2 reasons why we need to find an angle on Cass.
We've found one. His name, Hamish Balaji. Born in London, Balaji was a recipient of the Cass Foundation Technical Scholarship at 14, which included a mentorship with Cass himself. At 16, Balaji designed Cass's first drone fleet. Fun fact, Cass delayed the launch by a week so it would land on Balaji's birthday.
Cass sounds like Balaji's second dad. Why would he help us?
They had a falling out after an incident in the Niger Delta 3 years ago. A buried human rights investigation accuses Cass of ordering a drone fleet to wipe out a village protesting the construction of a pipeline, but the drones malfunctioned before they could. Balaji is named as the likely saboteur. He's been on the run ever since, but now tracking data shows he's reappeared in London.
Shit, he's looking for redemption like with the protesters. This guy designed Cass's drone fleet. I think he's trying to disarm Albion.
He covers his tracks well, but that's a good guess. Unfortunately, according to this Albion intelligence report intercepted by our friend Caitlin Lau, Cass knows Balaji's in London as well. So, that's the op. Make contact with Balaji before Albion finds him. Then convince him we have a mutual enemy in Cass.
So this guy's our best chance to stop Albion and clear our names. And the largest private army on Earth wants him dead. No pressure.
Balaji has been snooping into Albion's affairs. Quietly, of course, but I've been able to determine that most of his activity stems from this area.
Let's meet mystery guy.
Not so fast. Hamish isn't in, according to his home security. And before you get ideas, he's rigged his front door to a series of traps designed to delete all of his data and then your life. Not necessarily in that order.
He must have some sort of paranoia disorder.
To be fair, you are an armed insurgent trying to break into his flat. Anyway, you should be able to connect to the local grid and use security cameras to disarm his traps.
Yes, I understand.
They haven't done a good job designing these boats, though.
I believe the main interface is on the rooftop.
I'm looking at the windows. Can I try one of those, Bagley?
Sure, if you can get there. 3 options here. 1, use the window washing platform. 2, find a cargo drone. 3, give up, go home, and resolve to be a better person.
Check.
Option number 3, please. So it should be behind here, right? Yes. Oh, wow.
You're not joking about the traps, Bagley.
You could force the traps to unlock by rewiring the power.
Check.
Now, let's see what this guy has.
Clear and present danger, and welcome to fascist London. Don't let that boot on the back of your neck disturb you.
Alright, now we need the other side. Oh, actually, we don't. We've done it. Nice.
The traps are disarmed. Now, if you go through the front door of the flat, it's much less likely you'll be killed.
Yeah, something will go wrong.
One more muscle chief and I'll blow the whole place with you in it.
Okay, now, just be calm.
Who the fuck are you? And what are you doing in my flat? You with Albion?
Nah, we're more like the Albion's bad dream.
What, DedSec? Yeah, right, and I'm Che Guevara. You done?
Wait! Albion knows you're in London. Now, you can blow me up if you want, but run!
Fuck me. You're telling the truth, aren't you? Fucking hell, thought I was careful. Fucking idiot, Amish! Look, Cass is worse than you know.
Believe me, we know. Why else would I be risking my ass here, huh?
Maybe, because Nigel Cass is paying you. That's how fucking mercs work.
Listen, we want your help. Cass is no friend to us. He tried to kill us, and he had a hand in the bombings.
Mate, you don't know shit. You have no idea what Cass is and what... Move! Fuck! An Albion squad's closing in on
Uh-oh.
Guess you weren't lying about that part. Fuck. Think, Amish, think. Shit, fine. We'll table it. I'll buy you some time. Just go.
Oh, shoot. Come on, mate. Let's get going. Jesus. Wow, there's Albion everywhere.
Move it!
Oh, every side is covered. Now, where is my exit point? Jesus. Oh, I should have disabled that drone.
Control, we have a crime scene at my location.
Can I get in the car and just get going? Yes, let's go. Oh, Jesus.
Control, I'm ready to immobilize the target.
How are you now? Oh, it's a dead end. Quickly get out. Come on. Run.
Negative. No sign of the target yet.
Yes, nice.
I think all that excitement convinced our new friend Hamish that we need to work together to tackle Cass. He's willing to cooperate.
Nice. Mission complete. Gap in the armor.